The content in this magazine could contain references of topics and difficult subject matter that may be triggering. Please honor yourself, inner knowing, and proceed with whatever help or guidance you feel is intuitively aligned. Welcome to Sovereign Magazine Podcast. I'm Nicole George, CEO and founder of Sovereign. I'm so happy you are here. We are the magazine, podcast, and community guiding 5 million women to their sovereign selves. From heart-led conversations to magical meditations, our inspiring guests will show you how they can help you step into your sovereign self. Are you ready to listen to your inner voice and step into your power? Then keep listening to hear all of the intuitive messages meant for you today. Hello. Today I have the privilege of reconnecting with Patricia Wald Hopkins, Sovereign Magazine's multidimensional wealth consciousness columnist. She is a multidimensional wealth, archetype, amazing mentor, and energy medicine practitioner, and the founder of Rose and Flame Apothecary, trained in environmental health science and rooted in sacred feminine leadership. She also does Akashic fieldwork and earth-based wisdom. She bridges ancient intelligence with practical frameworks through the coherence field, guiding leaders to stabilize presence, embody wealth, and build legacies to endure. And if you're familiar with our special segment, Steps to Your Sovereign Self, we're going to be talking about some of those energy medicinal things at the end, so definitely stick around. Okay, welcome back, Patricia.
Oh, hello, and thank you for having me back.
Yes, today we're going to be talking about exploring the topic of manifestation and manifesting, which is our June new moon theme. And in your article, Manifesting Abundance Through Your Sacred Expression, you really help us go on and I'm going to say a shift, but kind of more of like a breath of fresh air, if you will, about how we can move into our inner world and stir up our voice and awaken creativity within us by calling ourselves to a new relationship with our gifts. And you do this through one of your Voices of Gaia archetypes, which is the entertainer. So for anybody who isn't familiar with this, we have several episodes and there's many different archetypes within her Voices of Gaia project. So you can definitely go back and listen. But why don't you share a little bit about your article for those who haven't read it yet and perhaps why you wrote it?
Well, this is like in the Voices of Gaia archetype progression, from the white lioness, which is the sovereign self in the womb. This is the 8th portal, the 8th gate out from the womb space. So it's like the highest expression of your essence. And it is not about performance. Right? Because the entertainer, when that word first came through, it was like, it's not about performing to entertain people. It's almost like you're entertaining yourself because you're so lit up about what you're doing. So it's sacred play, though. It really is. And it's a new way of looking at our gifts, not from a place of how can I use my gifts to make money, but how can I use my gift to light me up so much that the people will feel that and they'll come and they'll receive from me. And then there's that sacred exchange going on between your sacred play and helping other people learn how to play, right? So that's the entertainer's energy, is that she's here to divinely inspire people.
So less about seeking validation and more about perhaps like presence and aliveness and expression so that we can decondition ourselves with all of the beliefs that we have had around money and wealth and really begin to have joy and play again so that we can begin to earn money in a way that feels good?
Definitely. Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. And being the eighth archetype in that golden spiral, that path of a white lioness, you've gone through all these different portals to align yourself, to clean and to clear out your channel of expression so that when you get to this eighth stage, you're in your authentic essence as much as you can for that particular, revolution through this.
Yeah.
So it really is about joyfully expressing yourself using your voice, whether it be spoken or through writing or through creating things with your hands or through, nurturing people. Maybe you're a cook, maybe you're a teacher, maybe, you know, you are an architect. I don't know, right? You're building beautiful things out of joy using your gifts and alignment with what lights you up and brings beauty to the planet.
And does connecting with the entertainer give us some guidance on how we can connect with prosperity?
Yes. So the entertainer, when you're in that flow, that expression of essence, it actually creates a field of prosperity around you. So it's like a byproduct, right? It's not like you're chasing it down. It just starts to happen around you. And so you start to align with, again, the right experiences, the right people, the ones that match your true resonance. And so prosperity being not just money, but the richness of your life begins to blossom.
It's like a frequency we can tap into.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Through expressing with joy.
And I think that I've been having this really interesting conversation with my daughter. Lately, she loves books. I mean, this girl, take her to the bookstore, and the joy of purchasing a new book is so exuberant. It is so fun to watch. I do not find any joy in purchasing things. I just don't. I find joy in other things, like being on here. I love being in other people's presence, but I do find joy through other people. So seeing her joy brings me. But if
Yeah.
I were to go buy something, I don't find joy in that. I just don't. I am almost emotionless about it. And
Mm-hmm.
so we've been having this conversation lately because there is an emotion attached to purchasing for her. And so I'm trying to help her understand healthy joy and unhealthy joy, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
we just had left the bookstore and she said, I can't wait to go back to the bookstore and buy more. And I said, now that's unhealthy. We just left. We just bought $100 worth of books. You should be completely content. I think we're moving into the addiction phase of it. And so there's this balance around joy and wealth and prosperity and purchasing and all of these things that we've been having this conversation about. And so I would love to have a conversation and what you think about that.
Well, I think you really expressed it at the beginning of what you said, in that it's the sense of joy. There's two kinds of feelings that you get. There's the one that's, the like even a dopamine hit, right? To get the book, it's exciting. And then to go deeper into that, and it's like, well, what's actually behind that? Like, what about the book is stimulating that feeling for you? And can you find that in a different way? Like the books, probably, to me, I love books. And I've gone through the stage of buying lots of books. And because that, to me, they represent expansion, other worlds, like curiosity. I'm a very curious, I was always a very curious child. But I didn't really discover books until I was older. But it was just like it opened up worlds to me. And so every time I thought about going to buy a book, I'd get excited. So I can relate to your daughter. And then I found out through the work that I do, I didn't actually have to buy the books. I could just open up to the other worlds through my channel.
Yes, yes.
So there's a way.
She's
Yeah.
getting there. She's had that
Yeah.
experience this week of connecting with somebody who's a shaman, and she didn't know that's what happened. And then the shaman connected in with me and was like, did she come to my circle? And then I asked my daughter, and she's like, yeah, I was there. That's what was happening. So she's getting there, which is really exciting.
So it's like, what does it represent when you're buying things? Like, what are you hungry for? What are you needing?
Yeah,
And really going for the essence of that through other ways.
exactly. It is time to rise. We are being called to stand behind independent voices, movements, and media that refuse to be owned. Sovereign Magazine has never spoken to an advertiser, a corporation, or a billionaire. We are a grassroots movement made for and funded by you. If you are ready to rise, to shatter ceilings, and to stand in your truth, do it with us. It's free. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share. Every click helps us reach more people around the globe, ready to remember who they are. Are you coming with us? Well, I want to leave time for steps to our sovereign self because you have a card and an oil that is associated with the entertainer archetype. And you have these for all of the archetypes, but we're just going to do that for this one, for this episode.
Yes.
So I want to allow people to hear more about it and what it's all about. So why don't you go ahead and take it away?
So with each of my oils, and I have been blending oils for almost 2 decades, right? So they just become more refined and more like a spiritual experience, right? So that also is a way for me to open up people to other worlds, like it's through the oils. And each one of my oils comes with a transmission that came through the Akashic field. And so I intuit these completely. I don't know, the oils tell me what needs to come together. And then I receive the transmission, I create the artwork, and it's just like I'm in a happy place. I'm in a joyful place, right? In play. But this one in particular, these are the elements of it. And I just want you to listen to the blend. Like, listen to it. What is in it? It's like oak moss, the oil of spiritual mastery. Cocoa, oil of divine play. Cinnamon, the oil of shamanic artistry. Got tunes with that one. Patchouli, the oil of holy desire. Neroli, the oil of sacred leadership. Nutmeg, the oil of celebrating life and death. Cypress, oil of creative love. And basil, the oil of new earth prosperity. It's like there's all these yummy energies in a bottle. And these plants, when you put them on your skin, they talk to you. I mean, they talk to your brain and your limbic system, and they help you to open up to this essence of like responsible purchasing, maybe even, or use of resources, right? Use of resources. But let me just read you the transmission. So you would anoint yourself with this oil and, in the morning or before you were going to go shopping. And it says, as an entertainer, you are here to share the frequency of the light of divinely inspired play through your voice of Gaia as a new earth leader. The mission of the entertainer is to continually enrich the spirit of each human, including yourself, that has made this transition to the new earth consciousness. And the entertainer embodies the essence of mastery, innocence, invisibility, rapture, humility, celebration, liberation, and communion. So can you feel there's like this elated play in it, but there's also this really sense of groundedness and integrity? Mm-hmm. And that's the energy of the entertainer as a full expression of your authentic essence.
It felt grounding and almost like completion. Like,
Mhm.
yes, that
Mhm.
completion energy came
Hey.
through.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this so much. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, so if anybody has a question for Patricia about the entertainer or anything around this topic, you can communicate with her in our community, community.sovereign-magazine.com. All her details are in the show notes, and anything you want to know about the Voices of Gaia project and all the archetypes. Not only are they all in her articles in our magazine, but also on our podcast. So you definitely have a chance to connect with her in many ways. And she'll be back more for the June full moon with some very cool stuff. So definitely like, share, subscribe, and come back for some more. Thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for listening. I'll be back tomorrow with another soul-led entrepreneur here to help you step into your sovereign self. Subscribe to our magazine and podcast and join our global community for all the magic. Details to connect with today's guest or join the movement are in the show notes. And if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review. It helps us reach our goal of guiding 5 million women to self-sovereignty.